Recording in progress.
Dicen que en épocas de grandes cambios es cuando aparecen las mejores oportunidades. Este es el momento de aprovechar el presente para construir el futuro que deseamos. Hoy abrimos una puerta al futuro en el que las más avanzadas tecnologías se ponen a disposición del ser humano para construir un mundo mejor. Descubre Decentra, la oportunidad que eleva tu potencial con la ayuda de las mejores herramientas digitales del mercado actual, como blockchain, staking, web 3.0, NFTs, DeFi y más, mientras te ayuda a mejorar tus finanzas personales. Usando la tecnología más avanzada hoy y creando la que está por llegar. Bienvenido al futuro. Bienvenido a Decentra. El mundo del futuro se está construyendo en estos momentos. Un universo sin límites llamado metaverso está naciendo. La siguiente generación en la evolución de Internet. Un lugar donde las barreras de tiempo y espacio no existen. Un mundo donde la imaginación, fusionada con el desarrollo tecnológico, construirán los negocios del futuro. Y en este mundo, los cimientos de una gran ciudad comienzan a ser colocados. Decentra y Landian, la alianza que cambiará el mundo, están construyendo Decentra City dentro del metaverso. Esta ciudad será un lugar para explorar, para crecer, para conectar, donde podrás hacer tantas cosas como desees. Y habrá un lugar para el emprendimiento, para la formación, el arte, el entretenimiento y las relaciones humanas. En Decentra City podrás comprar o alquilar coches, invertir en activos, comprar la casa de tus sueños o construir un gran edificio. Pero también podrás disfrutar de multitud de experiencias asombrosas. O jugar. Tendrás una versión digital de ti mismo, viviendo e interactuando con otros ciudadanos de Decentra City, con un avatar personalizado. El metaverso hiperrealista más avanzado del mundo. Este es un momento único en la historia. La primera compañía de network marketing que arranca oficialmente dentro del metaverso. Decentra City, la ciudad donde no existe lo imposible. Lo único constante en la vida es el cambio. El cambio es lo que ayuda a definir cada era, más avanzada que la anterior. En Decentra, abrazamos ese cambio y lo impulsamos. Creamos una nueva manera de hacer negocios, una nueva manera de aprender, una nueva manera de emprender, una nueva manera de comunicar, una nueva manera de liderar, una nueva manera de crecer. Los nuevos tiempos requieren nuevos métodos, nuevas tecnologías, nuevas formas de ver el mundo. Decentra, una nueva oportunidad para un nuevo mundo.
The most powerful property that we can acquire is knowledge. And with the right education, your potential will have no limits. Discover Decentra University, the most complete e-learning platform for your personal life and professional career. Learn about the latest technologies, NFT, blockchain, AI, VR, with the best trainers and experts in each area, plus exclusive content from John Maxwell, the world #1 leadership guru. Join Decentra University and open the door to knowledge.
Si tienes una criptocartera, esta aplicación es para ti. Accede a la información de los mejores exchanges en cuestión de segundos. Las tarifas más precisas en todo momento. Sigue a tus criptos favoritas. Conversiones de cripto a fiat o de fiat a cripto en un toque. Con la herramienta de conversión cripto fiat más fácil del mundo. Descubre Moon Converter. Y nunca pierdas el momento perfecto para hacer tus operaciones. Descárgala ahora.
¿Qué tal, familia? ¿Cómo se encuentra?
Hello, family. How are you? From what part of the world are you connecting today? Greetings from the beautiful city of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the land of tequila and mariachi. And start sending those messages in your groups. Connect, join us, because we're about to start in 1 minute. Blessings to you all. I'm reading you from what part of the world are you logging in today? So let's see. Because we are super excited to be here today with you. To keep on helping you to grow your business, because remember that we have this great system that is DTS, that is the Decentra training system, to keep on growing that knowledge and that professional knowledge on how to grow this business, and for you to know to know those know-hows and to keep developing this business model that is network marketing. So we're about to start in 1 minute. So please keep on sharing in your social media, in your chat, to join us, because the information that I'm going to give you today, wow, it's just amazing, because this information is going to help you a lot on how to have that paycheck and in the next 3 months to earn so much money. Who wants to be generating $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 in this month or next month or by the closing of the year? So let's keep on connecting and joining to this Zoom, because we are about to do something so big, so great, that we're going to help a lot of people to understand the principles and the basics and foundations of network marketing. So we're about to start. Okay, we are ready. Remember, my name is Enrique Salazar from the beautiful city of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the land of tequila and mariachi. So, I don't know if you can habilitate the chat just for me to see it. I think that I already could activate it. I'm so happy to be here. And as you know, I have a lot of I'm going to achieve 13 years being in this business that is network marketing. And I will tell you about the process that I lived through that, and how, so you can understand and how can you improve day by day, week by week, month after month, and year after year, until you become a professional of a world-class professional, and you can start having those billings of over thousands of dollars in the next years, and that you can be generating, and you can earn your first $1 million. Yes, just first $1 million, because you first need to have it in your mind, subconsciously, for you to be able to achieve it and to be able to materialize it. First, we create it in our mind, and after that, you internalize it, it's being created, and then you set it up in the real world. And this training, I call it a training for success. And this training for success, I'm going to tell you about the 10 commitments that are fundamental for network marketing or MLM. So if you are brand new, it's MLM, but it's so important for you to know those 10 fundamental commitments for MLM. It's like the 10 commandments, like the 10 commandments of the law of God that was given to Moses. And these are the 10 commandments that you need for you to be successful in this industry or direct sales. But it's so important that you apply this knowledge. You learn it, you become an expert, you teach it, and you duplicate it. Because this training, I want that all the Decentra family to learn it, you memorize it, you engrave it, you become an expert, a professional, and then you start teaching it to other people and start duplicating it within your organization, because that is going to help a lot for you to be able to help other people in how to throw and launch a brand new project. Because if every single one of the newcomers and the not as new and follow these steps, you're going to be so successful. And this is not something that I learned in my career of 13 years in network marketing. This I was taught from a mentor, and a lot of mentors has told me about this, because this I was told by the millionaire maker, and he created a lot of millionaires, and he comes from the school of Amway, and he has created so many companies. And that person has right now over 80 years and has an incredible strength to him and that incredible knowledge. And I learned a lot in that part of what is a brand new independent entrepreneur. He called them the baby grand partners. And it's just like a baby, because when you are practically signed someone and someone bought their starting kit, it's just like a baby for them to keep on growing, but they have to grow so fast within 3 months so he can become independent. And that person is always going to be with you. And remember that here we have teamwork. But nonetheless, you have to be working those 3 first months, helping that person with their first steps. Because a new independent entrepreneur has a lot of anxiety, has the highest anxiety and the less knowledge. And with so much anxiety and with so little knowledge, it's like a bomb. It's like going through a cliff. And why I say going through the cliff? Because that person has so much anxiety that he wants to spit out the knowledge, the information, but that person doesn't know how to do it. And they will just bore their guests, their prospects. And that's why we have this Decentra training system. That's why we have this kind of trainings for you to learn. And remember that through Decentra TV, we have a lot of trainings. I have a training over there that I need that you also study it and duplicate it and learn it, because that's the training for your first 48 hours. Because in your first 48 hours, because I have the file over here, I cannot show it, but I'm gonna give it back to you in the chat, and I need you to print it out on color if it's possible, and you film it and start, because you need to teach the new independent entrepreneur to have that guide, to have the launch of their first 48 hours. So you can make that anxiety get lesser and lesser, and have the first steps within this industry that they need to do. And this is extremely important, because statistically speaking, it's proven that 70% of the people that get into this industry, 70%, they get in and they just don't know anything else from their sponsor, and they will not carry on doing this business. But there is also part of the new entrepreneur to be side by side with that sponsor. If that person has a prospect, to review their contact list and to help them with their first prospects and their first 20 prospects of their contact list. So this is truly important, that the new independent entrepreneur has 2 kinds of knowledge, 2 types of knowledge. The knowledge of how to do the business, that is part of the 10 fundamental commitments, and the knowledge of how to do the business and how to do that how. The second one is how to do those hows, and that is with a positive mental attitude and also your philosophy, that philosophy that you have for yourself. What happens with the most amount of people that they have never done entrepreneurship, that they have never set their own business, that they have never read a book, that they don't have that personal development, they don't have that philosophy for their own. And that's why In the book of Think and Become Rich, Napoleon Hill interviewed the most successful 500 people, and he spent many years writing this book, and he found a pattern that the people that does not have their philosophy of their own, that they don't have the knowledge, he called them the loony mans, is the people that break their dreams. It's going to be the people that says no, that they want to first kill your dreams, that they're going to tell you, you're not going to make it, the Grinch. And so many times, it can be your own family. I don't know if it has ever happened to you. I'm a clear example of my family. And my family is still believing that I'm wasting my time with this business model, but they do not have the knowledge because they do not have that philosophy. They even don't have the reading of the books that I have read within these 13 years of my career. So when you see the power of this industry to be able to impact in so many people's lives, to be able to help and grow their level of consciousness, knowledge, that you're going to be generating rewards, earnings, and bonuses, and that you are learning more than even a PhD. And I made a master that it cost me $25,000. And after those 2 years of studying, I have to prove 1 year in my work to have an increase of $10. After 3 years, I had an increase of $10 of being paid $25,000. So I'm telling you, this is the best school for business that we can have. Like Robert Kiyosaki says, business school. And there's no better school where you're learning, where you're acquiring that knowledge, and that you're earning. We don't have a better company like Decentra that is giving you rewards from the 31st, and it's an estimated after the 31st day up to 10% every single month. So if you have applications, if you have that anniversary where you can have those travels that you can learn about metaverse, blockchain, crypto world, and all the things that we have acquired through the training calls. And these 2 days, we had some incredible mentors, Mr. Alex Ramos, Miss Violeta, that they taught us through those years of experience that they have. And my mentor told me, it's a lot better to learn from those mentors that they already learned from a process of 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years even, and that they said it and write it in a book. Perhaps they write it in a book, and it's better for you to read a book. Perhaps this book has 75 pages. I truly recommended it because when you find it or you go to a bookstore, this is a book on how to make professional network marketing and to make the first circle works, the base of the application within network marketing, because that is key of everything, that application. And therefore, that's why you need to know that this knowledge, that is the first knowledge in how to do this business, and the knowledge on how to do those house in the business. Because these are fundamental commitments that I'm going to show you how to do those commitments. And Napoleon Hill tells us in the book, positive mental attitude. And that is the secret ingredient. That's the key for a positive mental attitude. With that philosophy that you're working on, that business, and you're carrying discipline, commitment every single day. Like if you're going to a regular job, and I'm telling you that, and I'm going to my job like 9 to 7, and now, and after that, I went to this business, and I was setting 2 hours a day. So I was from 9 to 7 in my regular job, and from 7 to 10 to 9, I will be presenting myself in a coffee shop in Starbucks, training the teams, also Sundays with mentorships, because we have a system that is just amazing. So, and therefore, remember, because we are trying to find and we're seeking people with that positive mental attitude. Not successful people, people with attitude, not people with knowledge, because here they're gonna learn and we're gonna teach them. But what I want is people with attitude, people that wants to change their lives and start helping other people to change their life, because this becomes a purpose. Because when you get into this industry, you want to earn money. Obviously, we all want to earn money. You want 500 or 1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000. That's what we want at the beginning. But when you start helping other people to earn those first $500, because the average of the Mexican people and Latin American people, their income is about 300, 400, 500. And if you teach them how to make that double income, they're never gonna do it. Because when I started, I was making $400. 2 years, I got an increase to 500. And then after that, I was 700. And I was going through that same path in that same pattern until I got to $2,500 in 10 years. But in that moment, it was not the same $2,500. In that time, those $2,500, it was about 35,000 pesos. That could be today like $1,750 about it after 10 years. But you need to maintain with that attitude, with that positive mind attitude that you're making, you're learning, you're earning, but you have a so promising future in the next 18 months, 24 months to change your life. I'm telling you, in 12 months, and this mentor told me, commit 12 months in your business and you're going to understand that business model and that you're going to be generating at least the double of your starting income.
Tú y ese compromiso.
You need to have that attitude and that commitment, because that is going to determine your attitude. So let's go with this barbecue over here. So type in the chat, who is learning about this? Let me take a sip of coffee to hydrate myself. Who is learning? Because this is so truly important. The name of the book is Making the First Circle to Work. The author is Randy Gage, and this gentleman over here is a guru in network marketing. He was also mentor of one of my first mentors. His name is Randy Schroeder. That he was one of the networkers 2010, 11, and 12 that were the best paid in the industry. And you need to learn. You need to learn. That industry is evolving and is growing and start developing new legends. We have developed so many new leaders that are growing and helping other people for the millions. And this company is going to break a plan and a program of leadership that is being developed. And you just can say, just wow, because there's so much potential. And I've been told about this, Mr. Gorka, that I can see him as a mentor, because every time that he talks to me or sends me a message, hey mentor, I'm here, I learned, I'm listening and learning from people and legends like Gorka Buses, that we have him in this great company. Gorka Buses was mentored by Dexter Jagger, the greatest in the history of Amway, the father of those little chickens. The father is Amway, and that is the enterprise with the biggest time in this industry, with an incredible system. The compensation plan is not that attractive, though, but nonetheless, is the one that set the example where the greatest has been made of that place. That we have Gorka Buses, that is a living legend of Hispanic speak. He also speaks Spanish and English, and it's just something brutal. And that is so important. Why I choose and decide to stay in this company, having a board process with over 35 years of experience, having a Shane Moran with over 35 years of experience, having an Emmanuel investor with over 25 years of experience, having a David Casanova, also a pioneer in Latam with Amway with over 30 years of experience, having a No More Salazar with over 16 years of experience, number one top earner in the last 2 years at Business for Home, and as a VP of sales, and all the leaders in the corporate that are behind stage, like Fernando Sea. We have our Chief Visionary Officer, Mr. Johnny Cash, Andrea Palma, and so many people that are behind the scenes and backstage, and all the corporate team that truly, all that people that are behind scenes and backstage that help us with the training calls, with the material, with the picture, with the flyers, that I have never seen in any other company. And I was telling this to Gorga the day that we had the event at Guadalajara. He sat down and I told him this again at Mexico City. I tell him, thank you for being here. I'm impressed of this company because we have the best production. We have the best corporate team and the best design team to make this to the greatest and to the fullest, because last 90 days, we're just gonna break it. We're gonna smash it because we have the people, we have the best compensation plan. We need to exploit it, and we need to teach people how to make their first $1,000, $3,000, and $5,000. And therefore, I recommend you to see my training that I gave in the master mentorship and how to maximize the compensation plan, the new compensation plan, because we're coming from less to more. We're starting engines and we're about to launch with this compensation plan that we have that is reloaded, that people are going to be generating more rewards at the day 31st. And they're going to be earning a lot more every single month. And the first commitment, and you need to have and consider that you need to have, and you need to have that goal. And says that Earth Nightingale in the rarest secret of the world, because people out there are like zombies. They don't know how to do it. They don't have that purpose because they don't even have a goal. So I'm telling you, have that economical and financial goal. And in this goal, you need to have a why. They didn't add it in the presentation, but you need to set a why to this goal. And why are you doing this business? And that's the first law. That's the first commitment, because you set up a goal. And why are you doing this business? So type it in the chat, please. Why are you into this business? All right. Why? For your family, for your kids, for your wife, for your spouse, for your parents, for your husband, for yourself even. Because you need to first need to save yourself, and then you start helping others. Because you need to have that inspiration, that motivation, that why, that reason that does not allow you surrender and quit. That's why that is a goal. It's like a ship that is about to sail, and if that ship doesn't have a direction, has no destination, that ship is just gonna sink. It's gonna get lost in the sea. So you need to have that financial goal to know where you're headed and to have a clear reason, a clear why that makes you even cry. That when you're about to surrender, when you're about to quit, because this is going to happen, and remember this. How? And start working every single day to the compost effect, have the results that you work, because I rather work 10 years in my business, 5 years hardly working, or 3 years and become a millionaire, than working 40 years for a company to my elderly kind of survive. So I would rather be working 3, 5, 10 years even to my work, to my business, because it took me 10 years because the industry was different, because we didn't have social media. It has been evolving and changing rapidly, and it has becoming more and more rapid as we pass by. And now it's 100 times faster than in any business out there. And I can foresee that in 12 months, if you are not successful, if you don't have experience in this business in 12 months, because I will see that if you go through that process for those 12 months, 18 months, and people has become diamonds, black diamonds, and have a solid income of $10,000. I have seen this, so you can also do it too. So if you set that goal,
encontrar alguna música.
The second commitment, find music or video that inspires and empowers you every single day. You need something that inspires you, that empowers you. When you start making those calls, when you start doing those presentations, when you are prospecting, that makes you feel good, and then suddenly you feel defeated because you have 3 or 4 hugs to deliver, but you need that inspiration. And I advise you that it's through a song, a video, in that in 5 minutes you can say, just wake up and just stand up and go to the fullest, because out there are gonna be a lot of luniments that does not work, that you're already being scammed, because I've been told, because I was told to 13 years ago. So the first person that I told them, we have a business, and that person told me, you've been scammed. And that was my ex-girlfriend. So why don't you tell me about this? Hey, I was not asking permission. I didn't ask you money. So my business starts here. If you want to company with me, if you want to do this with me, I'm going to become a millionaire in this. And she didn't pay the price. And she told me that is not going to work. And well, done. She went out of my life. Well, she lost it. Because after I joined, and my parents told me, you've been scammed. You learn so much, being an engineer, you even have a master, and now you go and start selling juice boxes. Well, you get into a pyramid. It's like Herbalife and this and this and that. And therefore, that's why people that are new, you have to accompany them. You have to be with them side by side and took it by the hand, because the first people are just gonna ravage them and kill them, because you need to find that song, that video that empowers you. Because a person that is just brand new in this industry is so anxious, and that person doesn't have the proper knowledge, and they just want to say all the information. That's why 70% of the people quit. The advantage that we have, that a person gets with $1,000 in 12 months, that person is going to have $12,000. And without doing anything, you're going to have $12,000. That is just brutal. And at Bitcoin, because in the next 12 months, you're going to see the rising behavior that is going to have Bitcoin. So you need to do that training of launch in your first 48 hours. So you need, print what I told you, you print it out. Here comes your commitment letter that you're committed to develop this business for 18 months, to materialize your dreams and your goals, and that you're happy of what you're doing. So you write down your goals, and there we have the guide for success. Why are you doing this business? Your 5 reasons, your contact list, scheduling your first 3 meetings, to commit for in your personal development, and you listen to the rarest secret of the world of Earl Nightingale. Mr. Alex told us about this, but I want to give you a challenge, and I want to give you a test. And I have said this so many times that I give private mentorships and mentorships, because this challenge, I want to do it for 30 days. You're going to listen. The rarest secret in the world, it's 40 minutes long. And if you miss one day, and you're in the day 5, and you miss that one day, you have to start from scratch. If you're in the day 20, and you missed it, you have to start from scratch, because you have to do it continuously, because we need to listen it, we have to learn it, and we have to even read it so many times, because the magic of believing and building your network marketing of Jim Brown. Because here you can learn, you can search it through TVDecentra, because we have 2 trainings from myself of your first 48 hours of your launch trainings. You have to print it and make it a file and teach the new independent entrepreneur to do it and to teach them how to make your contact list. I cannot show it because of the background, but here it is, the contact list. Here you're gonna write down your contact list, and this contact list, you need at least 100 people, and you need to print it, learn it, and teach it for you to duplicate it. And point number 3, for commitment, connect to the DTS system every single day, because we have a spectacular system. People giving trainings every single day. Presentations for you, trainings for you, communication calls for you, global launch for you, mentorships and trainings from Gorka Buses. It's just brutal. People with a lot of experience, people that already made their first $1 million and are given these trainings. Connect the system and help people to connect to the system. Enrique, what's the system? From Monday to Friday, every single day, 10 a.m. in the morning, Mexico time. From Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Now, Saturday, we don't have it, trainings. That's what people do. What people want to do an event that they can do it. And like many of us, they are doing events on Saturdays. Now, Sunday, we have the Millionaire Mentorship at 8 p.m. Every single day. From Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. in Mexico time, we have business presentation in Spanish, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have business presentation on English. And Monday, 2 p.m., we have our communication call with Mr. Shea Moran. I have to tell you and connect the system and make the newcomers that are independent entrepreneur to connect to the system, because this is the most powerful of this business, a system. Perhaps you can do the most tasty hamburgers, your grandmother can do it, your mom can do it, but they don't have a system. And the system is what makes you a millionaire. That's why McDonald's is why McDonald's is, because they have a system.
Compromiso número 5, la ley número 5, compromiso número 5, lista de
the 5th commitment. Make your contact list of at least 100 people. So print out your guide and a 48-hour launch, and to be adding 2 people a day. To add 2 people a day, where you can get it? You can get it from your phone contact list, from your WhatsApp, from your Facebook, from your social media. And you write down, well, I don't have their phone number. Well, just write down their name. You can contact them later in any other way, by inbox, DMs, or whatever. Do you have a list with the schedule with the... I will ask the team of Decentra that we're going to send out. I will send you that guide and the screenshot of the schedule of the system for you to teach it and duplicate it, because that's truly important. 6th commitment, read 10 pages a day. That's personal development. That's what's going to help you to grow your philosophy, to grow your knowledge, to have a better attitude. Read 10 pages a day. Listen audiobooks while you're driving, and make your car in a university. If you're moving in a bus or Uber, taxi, whatever, always be listening audiobooks and read 10 pages a day. Because if you start reading 10 pages a day, will make you smarter. Will make you smarter tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? No. But if 1 year you read 10 pages a day, at least you read from 10 to 15 books. Like this book, for example, has 75 pages, for example. The one I told you, making the first circle to work, the base to making network marketing to work from Randy Gage. For the people that ask, read every single day. Within a year, want to transform your own philosophy, your knowledge, your level of consciousness, your capacity of developing this business. So I'm telling you, commit for 18 months. It's been said in the guide of success. I'm going to send it to you. 7, contact from 2 to 5 people and invite them to the business. We need to contact from your contact list. You're going to be adding 2 a day. And then we have to be contacting 2 to 5 people. I don't know how much time you're investing in this business, like part-time, full-time, 2 hours, 5 hours a day, like ourselves. But no, I'm doing exercise. I go out, but I have my business. I carry my business always in my radar. Where I'm going, I carry with me. So if I'm going to the bank and I find a person, well, I contact that person. If I go to buy food or to the supermarket, I'm carrying my business over there. That's why contacting from 2 to 5 people that are brand new every single day and invite them to this business. This is just fundamental. This is just part of the commitments that are fundamental. So number 7, the commitment, the 7th commitment is this. 8, present the business 1 or 2 twice a day. So at least once a day, twice. But you need to at least do it twice a day. 1 in the morning and 1 at night. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at night. That's the key to success. Percent. There are people that says, Enrique, we need to do a strategy. Let's do a strategy because this market is different. This market works differently from the LATAM. And I'm telling you, the best strategy is to present the business. There's nothing else. There's no strategy.
Present the business. Presentar el negocio.
The only thing that you need to do is present business. Once and over again. And duplicate. Therefore, we need to read, make the first circle to work, read the training for your first 48 hours of launch, and this is where the meat is at. 9, having a workout partner. To all the people that likes doing exercise, it's so much powerful when you do it with a friend or your girlfriend that you train together. And for example, you can say, oh, I don't want to go today. Well, that partner will call you and tell you, hey, you need to come. If you have a person that already received 5 no's and is already crying and wants to quit because a lot of people have still no, well, you need that workout partner. No, it doesn't have to be face-to-face. And have a person that is directly in contact with you, and to find the person that you feel the most comfortable with, and to make that commitment. You already prospected your 2 a day. You already added that 2 people to your contact list. Did you already do that presentation? How many people you presented the business to? I recommend you to do it more than 1 time, 2 or 3 times. Or if you can get it together in one Zoom to those 3, 5, 10 people, it's more powerful because in 1 single hour, you will present it and you have 10 impacts, 20 impacts, 100 impact instead of 1 by 1. But also, if you go to a coffee shop and you present once and over again, what do I recommend you? Like Mr. Alex Moreno and myself, we agree. I remember that we went every single day to a Starbucks. Either we have or we didn't. We went to a Starbucks every single day. It was my workout partner. Every single day we were there. presenting, talking, making calls, and people just arrive. People sometimes didn't even make it. And we presented them, or we contact in the coffee shop, the black coffee, Starbucks, even in a restaurant. But you need to have that worker partner. Do you have that follow-up with that person? And to see that person already did the raw activities of the day. Did you read the book? Do you make your contact list? Do you read the presentation? How many people have you contacted today? That's why your worker partner is made for. You need a partner because you need a worker partner. Number 10, go to every single event. And this is where the magic happens at the events. When you reconnect, because that when after the magic fades off, that magic when you reconnect and fulfilled again, when you see the brand new sapphires, you see the new diamonds, you see the new emeralds at these events. I just experienced this kickoff tours, and it was so amazing because I saw this in people. We made some brand new diamonds that I want to congratulate him publicly. They went from sapphire, they went to ruby, and after a few hours later, they went to emerald, and they closed diamonds in the last month. Mr. Rogelio Lopez and Mr. Jonathan Lopez, 19 and 21 years old, they set the example of how to develop this business. Because I saw it in Mexico City, at the event of Mexico City, and also here in Guadalajara, with their teams, with people that are brand new presenting this business. That's why, and therefore, that's why they made that quantum jump from sapphire to diamond. You can do it this month. You can achieve this. Following these fundamental commitments, connecting to the system, connecting with your leader, working as a team, and going to the events. And this is so important that we align ourselves, that in every single leader in the region start doing weekly events and start doing weekly events. In Guadalajara, we're going to start doing weekly events. Mexico City, they're going to have their weekly events. Puebla is going to have their weekly events. Tlaxcala is going to have their weekly events. Toluca is going to have those weekly events. The people that are at Cancun, I also want you to do those weekly events. The people that are in Culiacan, I also want them to do this. The people that are in Los Mochis, to do those events. The people at Tijuana, California, in LA. Because we're going to have an event with the corporate that is already been sold out. With Miss Andrea Olivares and Miss Violeta. They got together, two powerful women and leaders. And you can mark my words that in the next 12 months, they're going to be one of the biggest and powerfulest leaders of this company, because I know them and I met them, and they're setting the example. In one day, they sold out those tickets one single day. It's amazing. Just a round of applause for them, because we're the best company. We're launching in our 4th month, and what's coming is just so great, so big. We need to sow every single day. We need to be constant. We need to be consistency. We need to be perseverant. That's the key to success. Consistency, persistency for a long period of time. And to be present in your business every single day. Learning, connecting to the system, learning how to do the presentations, learn how leaders develop this business and how they teach it, and start emulating them, start duplicating them. You put on your chair, you set up your style, start duplicating it. That's how I started. I glued to the leader and to my sponsor that introduced me to this company, that we also have it here as a triple diamond. And for 3 months, I was glued to that person. Hey, I've been working over there. I will go there. I will go to Mariano Otero. I will go there. And I see how that person start presenting. Hey, I'm going to be in Providencia. Hey, I'll be there. I think I just annoy him, because in those 3 months, I had to learn how to carry my business, and we didn't have a system. My system was to glue to my sponsor. But I was seeking my sponsor, not him to me, I to him. And glued to that person when you find a mentor, and I want to learn from you, and tell him I want to learn from that mentor. You need to learn from that mentor. Connect to the system, connect to the knowledge, because knowledge has power. There's two kinds of knowledge. The knowledge by practice, you do it by practice, and knowledge by theory when you're learning and reading. So you need to learn. You have to study and practice, listen audios, read and practice, and study, practice, because that's the way how this business is carried. And this is just so easy, because the easiest to do, but it's so easy that you don't see the changes immediately. It's so imperceptible. The change that you are doing it today, or you don't do it today, you will not see it tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or in a week, or in a month. You will see it with that composed effect, and you apply this in the next 18 months to sow and sow and sow and sow. In January, you'll be starting and harvesting what you have, and you have a great closing of the month. You can have a great closing of October, November, and December, and to start generating your first $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, or $50,000 even, because here's the basis application. The most amount of new senior partners and new executive directors, new seniors, new directors. And that's what it's going to take you to have a great organization duplicating itself and connecting to the system and learning and helping other people to grow and to achieve that seniors and executive directors. That's the base of success. I hope that this has worked for you and that you actually learned something from this training. Type in number 5 in the chat if you learned something. I'm going to give you this presentation. I give you this schedule of success. Learn and apply it and start launching with your team and follow the system every single day. I have seen that a lot of people are connecting that at first were not here. Remember, corporate is from 9:30. 9:30. This Zoom, it's open. We don't start 10:01, 10:02. We start 10 a.m. sharp. A lot of people miss the first 15 minutes. From that discipline is the success of this business. From 9:50, you really need to be logged in and promoting that we need to be learning and always be in that apprentice mode. I always keep connecting. I still learning every single day because that is so important. Therefore, let's focus in the 10 commitments that are fundamental for this business, and that you have that commitment with yourself, with your business, with your team. You're going to grow so much. You're going to be so successful. God bless you. If you like this training call, tag your corporate, make a screenshot. Thanks, Johnny Cash. Thank Mr. Gorka. Thank you, Mr. Shemaran. Thank you, Emmanuel Bernstein. Thank you, Omar. All the great people that we have at the corporate created this system and created this great company. And I'm so happy and thankful and grateful of belonging into this company. And in a few years, people are just going to see, wow, this is changing the world for MLM and network marketing. We don't even consider ourselves as MLM. We have a compensation plan that is just amazing, but we're even more than MLM. God bless you. The 10 fundamental commitments are the 10 commandments that you need to learn them and apply them every single day and give your best. Blessings to you all. See you next time.